Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel with some Battlefield 4 Team Deathmatch gameplay action style. And before I even go any further, I just want to big up, large up, tall up, big shout out to all of the recent subscribers who have subscribed to my channel within the last week. Full appreciation for that. You didn't have to do that at all. It's your own free will and I appreciate the gesture. I hope that you've enjoyed the content that I've uploaded so far and that you will continue to enjoy the content that I will upload in future. Basically just touching base with you all, just letting you know what's been Gwarnin. Simple thing being, what started to be a Valentine's weekend ended up being a Valentine's week. It's as simple as that. I had scheduled the video to be uploaded on Valentine's Day, which was in celebration of 10 years of YouTube, because coincidentally YouTube came to be in existence on the 14th of February 2005. So I knew I wasn't going to have time to do a live video as such, so I decided to pre-record one and to schedule it for upload, hence you seeing that video. But other than that, I was spending time with my missus, you know, some great quality time was needed. You know, me and my missus been together for 21 years. We've seen shit and sunshine, been through shit and sunshine. And, you know, love is where it's needed, man. Got to show love where it's needed. So basically that's what's been happening over the last 7 days. Now, going back into gaming. Now, as you probably know, before I basically took time out, I was playing the hell out of the Battlefield Hardline beta, which I really enjoyed. But coming back to Battlefield 4, which is kind of like, you know, the normal thing to do, playing an iteration of the franchise. You just want to go back to Battlefield 4 and just get the overall vibe until the game comes out, which I know a lot of people have done of late in my hiatus, as it were. But I've just more or less come back to Battlefield 4 today, and I have to say, upon playing Battlefield 4, as a result of playing the beta and as a result of being inactive on the gaming front for a week, I have to say that Battlefield 4 feels like I'm in a tub of molasses. The game feels so slow. And usually if you haven't been playing shooters for quite a while and you just jump in and the rust appears in your gameplay, normally people's gonna be running rings around your ass, but not in my case. It's like it just felt really slow, and the way how everybody was playing was really slow. You know, if they weren't basically spawn camping, you know, it was just a case where people were just literally getting stuck on pebbles on the ground, you know. Frostbite engine that needs to really be fixed. And in comparison with Battlefield Hardline, it's, although it has the same essence of Battlefield, it's night and day in terms of the speed, you know. And I think the franchise is gonna run the risk of being slow, just being a slow game. Now, I'm not an advocate of Twitch shooters, quick Twitch shooters per se, but I can appreciate the skill that's involved, you know, in playing quick Twitch shooters. Now, with games like Call of Duty, which is off that ilk, I can't really get into that game for my reasons. And don't get me wrong, I still love Battlefield as a franchise, but I'm just not feeling the pace. Or maybe it's just something I have to get used to, playing at different speeds, because playing Destiny for a portion of time and then playing Battlefield is night and day as well. You realize how fast Battlefield 4 is after you've played Destiny. So it'll be intriguing for me to see how Destiny plays now after some inactivity, as it were, on the gaming front. But in comparison between Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 4, speed wise, night and day. The game is so slow. Battlefield 4 is really, really slow. But anyway, I'm sure you guys know that already if you've experienced it like I have, probably a week before I have, but that's my feelings on it so far. What else? Oh gosh, pre-orders, man. Why don't I take my own freaking advice? I forgot that I pre-ordered the Order 1886. I ordered it from the 13th of September, I do believe, and I ordered it from 2 sites, and I really thought that I had cancelled both pre-orders, but I didn't. And I got an email stating that it was processed, so I called them up straight away and asked them to cancel it, which they did. And at the same time, they were processing the order, and I was thinking, well, usually they don't cancel orders that are processed. So I thought I've got a touch. But then today, which is the 21st, the day after the release of the order, I found out that my money had been deducted from my account. So I've got 2 options. One, to style it out and pretend I didn't get it because I got confirmation that the order was cancelled, or just send a freaking game in. And I think I'm going to just send the game in, you know, because the game has been good to me. There's no reason for me to really steal anything from them at the end of the day. And I think it would be a shame for me just to steal a game that I'm not interested in, as opposed to steal a game that I love to play, sort of thing. So that's just pure greed in action if I was to steal the Order 1886. So I'm going to send it back. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so that's more or less that. Okay. Yeah, what else? The stats. Stats are in for the Battlefield Hardline beta. 7 million people played it, and 7 people out of those 7 million attained level 150. Amazing, absolutely amazing. They had a lot of time on their hands, let's say. Not making no judgment, but I put a lot of hours into that beta, 36 and a half hours out of that week. And I reached level 58, I think. So for dudes to be reaching level 150, man, they must have played the game at least 16 hours a day. At least. But anyway, that's my judgment. That's my call. But yeah, definitely. It is a game I'm definitely going to get, without a shadow of a doubt. In comparison to Battlefield 4, I know that once the game comes out, I won't even be touching this. I won't even be touching Battlefield 4. And it's a shame, because if Battlefield 4 issues were sorted out from the get-go, you know, this would be a go-to game for me. But it's getting less and less and less and less and less likely of that ever happening. Simply because I've been spoiled with the Battlefield Hardline beta twice in a space of 8 months. 8 months between the closed beta and the open beta. And that is it. I want that game. That's the next big game I'm waiting on. And nothing's gonna stand in my way. So yeah, that's more or less that. And what else is there? Oh yeah, I would have used some Fight Night Champion footage for this, but I can't be asked, man, going back into PS3 and doing all that shit. But the fight of the century is gonna happen. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Now, forgive me if I don't sound too excited about it. It is simply because of the fact that, in my opinion, the fight should have happened at least a year and a half ago, when both fighters were at their most hungriest, when all that bitching about drug tests and all that bollocks was going on. Both fighters should have just basically said, you know what, let's do this shit. And it would have garnered a lot more excitement for me. No doubt it'll be a fight I will watch, but I ain't gonna pay to watch it. I will not pay to watch it. And it can only come one of 2 ways. A is that Mayweather wins and he retires. B, Pacquiao wins, there's a rematch, and whatever the result is, both fighters will retire. I think Amir Khan sniffing up both Pac-Man and Money's butts. It's not a good look right about now, because as much as Amir Khan wants to fight those two dudes, that's lunch. That's a lunch money fight, and they're not going to accept it. So I do think it's going to be a fight that both fighters are going to happily retire after a decisive win or after a decisive rematch. That's how I feel about it. But anyway, that is it for me for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, you know the coup. Whatever the game, media platform, genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And until I catch you on the next one, stay blessed, happy gaming, Magan.